What's up, guys? So this is ENFP Identity. Alrighty guys, so today we will be talking about 25 lessons that I've learned in my last quarter century of living. So I recently turned 25 and I know it's kind of cliche, a lot of people do it, but I figured, hey, why don't I do a video talking about the 25 things I've learned in my 25 years of life. So, starting it off, number one, life only makes sense backwards, but has to be lived forward. It sounds kind of weird, but I mean, it really makes a lot of sense. Like, when you look, hindsight, they say hindsight is 20/20. When you look back, your choices and things that you did and the things you experienced in life make sense, but while you're going through it, you just a lot of times don't understand why it is happening to you or why you have to go through it. So yeah, life only makes sense backwards, but you have to live it forward. Number two, life is about jumping off of cliffs and growing your wings all the way down. So I mean, honestly, the whole point of that is to put yourself in these situations where you don't know what's going to happen, where if things are out of your control and you have to learn to fly and to soar off of not being prepared for what you're going to experience. Number three, adapt an improv type of lifestyle. So kind of going, I think, hand in hand with number two. Number three has everything to do with basically saying yes and. Like, in improv skits and whatnot, one of their very few amounts of rules are say yes and. Don't say no. Don't be afraid or scared to tackle something even when you don't necessarily know where it's going to go. So adopt an improv type of personality, improv type of lifestyle. Just say yes. Go with the flow and see where things go from there. Number four, believe and trust in yourself. It's easy enough for other people to believe in you, but if you don't believe and trust in yourself, then you really aren't going to go anywhere. You really aren't going to be sure and certain in the decisions and choices that you make. So, believe and trust in yourself, because you are your greatest strength and you're also your own greatest weakness. Number five, financial security is actually an important thing. Listen, I'm gonna come real close to the camera and say, credit score is important. It took me the longest to figure that out. My credit score actually matters. So you think, at 18 you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to be 21, be financially stable, this and that. You get to 21, you're like, I can't wait to be 25 and be financially stable. Hit 25, you're like, it is a disaster. So, try to start early with the whole financial security thing, because you'll regret it later if you're not. Number six, call people even if they don't call you. I know I personally have this issue. I don't tend to call my family like I should. Not really on them, because they do call me, but don't get in a place where you're saying, I'm only gonna call that person if they call me. Somebody has to take the initiative, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that want to hear your voice. So if you're thinking about somebody, just call them. Call them even if they don't call you. Number seven, make it a point to put a smile on your face every single day. So, the term fake it till you make it? That's kind of what this is. You want to put a smile on your face, because if you smile, it's actually proven that if you smile, it will increase your mood. So even if you're having a bad day, put a smile on your face and your day will tend to get a lot better. You'll have a better reaction from the people around you, rather than going around frowning or looking upset. You have a smile on your face, they'll approach you with good vibes. Nothing but good vibes here. 8, create for yourself. for me as an ENFP and as a creative person, sometimes I get stuck in the idea of creating or doing things for other people, but not actually putting the time and effort into focusing on creating for myself. You can do kind of one for them, one for me, two for them, one for me type of thing. But at the end of the day, the idea is make sure you create and do for yourself, because that's how you'll stay creative. If what you're doing becomes work, then you're not really creating for yourself. Number 9, kind of similar to that, never give up on your passions. Never, ever give up on your passions, because that's what fuels you. You should never get to a point in your life where you're just saying, well, I guess that's it, guys. Don't be there, because that's just really not good for your life. You aren't going to be the best possible person you can be if you give up on your passions and your dreams and your hopes and your goals and everything. Number 10, don't be afraid to do something crazy in your life. Go get a tattoo. Go take a vacation and hop on a cruise. Go travel to another country. Do something absolutely crazy that you wouldn't consider if you were sane. Just do something off the wall. Go cliff jumping. Go jump out of a perfectly working airplane. That's something I want to do. I want to go skydiving. Just jump out of a perfectly working airplane. It's crazy, but I think it's worth it. It's worth the story, right? We're on number 10 now, right? No, that was number 10. Number 11, WebMD is not a diagnosis. Listen. I know the internet is there and you can find just about anything you need to on the internet. But WebMD is not a doctor, okay? Do not use it to diagnose anything, because next thing you know, you're going to be having some random exotic illness and you're going to go to the doctor and it's just like a cold. So WebMD is not actually a diagnosis. Do not use it to diagnose anything you have going on with you, okay? Number 12, you are an adult, right? But it's still okay to call your parents sometimes if you don't know what to do. Yeah, it's good to be self-sufficient, to kind of learn and figure things out on your own. But at the end of the day, your parents are there to help you. And I'm sure they will be more than happy to help you. So, call your parents if you're in a place where you don't know what to do, you don't know how to handle something, because, even though you're an adult, they're still your parents. Number 13, get out of your comfort zone. Don't stay in the same little circle, same little box. If your friends are not pushing you and encouraging you to do something different, to become better, greater, learn something new, then you probably need to reevaluate your friendships. Push yourself to do something absolutely different than what you do on a regular basis. Don't stay in your comfort zone, because then you'll never grow. Similar to this, 14, learn something new every day. You should make it a point to be able to go to bed at night and have learned at least one new thing that day. Number 15, you're not a failure if you're not where you imagined yourself to be at this age. I did not imagine myself at the point I am now. 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I didn't see myself, alright, I'm gonna turn 25 and this is where I am. On some cases, I'm better than I expected, and there are other cases where I'm not at all at the height that I expected myself to be. But you know what? I learned and I grew to where I am now in the 25 years I've been alive. And I'm not a failure because I'm not necessarily where I wanted or planned or expected to be. Number 16, take care of your body. Goodness, I know I'm only 25, but listen, like my joints and my body creaks and pops and cracks when I roll out of the bed in the morning. Take care of your body. Like, and more than just physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of that. Because if you take care of your body will take care of you. 17, kind of coinciding with take care of your body, stretching is so important. Like I said, when I get out of the bed, body creaks. I am stiff as a board. I am only 25 and it's kind of ridiculous, but stretch. Stretch in the morning, stretch at night, stretch in the afternoon, stretch at lunchtime. Like, stretch as much as you can. At least stretch once a day, because it will help you, be limber, flexible, all of that, and it actually helps to kind of get rid of some of the things that are building up in your body. Stretching is extremely important to your health. Number 18, having a mentor is pretty important. So I just realized the importance of this, honestly, this past 6 months, and I'm still looking for a mentor, somebody that I can, talk to and bounce my ideas off of, and if I'm stressed, I can go to. So having a mentor is extremely important. It'll help you grow to where you really want to be, and you'll be able to see the things you do from an objective perspective rather than subjective. I think that is extremely important to have a mentor, somebody that you can talk to when you really don't know what to do. Number 19, be accountable for yourself. Listen, you are an adult no matter how old you are. You may not be 25 like me, but be accountable for yourself. Like, you can be 15, 16, 13. It doesn't matter how old you are. Be accountable for yourself, your own actions, things that you do. Because honestly, nobody else is going to be accountable for it. And if you are not of adult age, once you reach that age, it's all down to you. The choices that you make, things that you do, the things that you say to people. So you have to be accountable for it. You really don't have a choice. Number 20, get rid of things you don't really need. Listen, don't become a pack rat or a hoarder, because it's not worth it. That thing that you haven't looked at for 5 years, like, I understand certain things have sentimental value. I'm big on sentimental value, but there are certain things that you really don't need that has just been sitting there. Clothes, shoes, everything. Just, if you don't need it, get rid of it. Give it to somebody who does need it, or instill some sentimental value into something by giving it to somebody else that maybe they'll really cherish it. Number 21, being inspired is refreshing, but inspiring others is rewarding. Like, being inspired is absolutely amazing to me, but I think it's far more rewarding to inspire others. I don't know if maybe that's just me, but like, for real, like, I love the idea of inspiring the people around me. Number 22, always make it your goal to arrive 10 minutes early. You never know what's going to happen on the way or while you're trying to get ready. Like, just make it your goal to always get somewhere 10 minutes early. Being punctual, being early is an extremely good sign, and a lot of people, respect that. Don't get me wrong, a lot of time I have problems even being on time, because I am scattered brain to the nth degree. But make it your point to try to be 10 minutes early, because it looks really good, and honestly, it will reduce your stress levels. Number 23, love and infatuation are two very, very, very different things. This may be harder for some to learn than others, but just know that love isn't necessarily the same thing as infatuation. And there are many different aspects and completely different gamuts of love. Number 24, being sad is fine as long as you don't stay sad. You can feel whatever emotion you need. hill. Like, nobody should take that away from you. But don't stay there. Be sad, don't stay sad. 25, last but not least, the 25 things I've learned in my 25 years. Very few things are really as urgent as they feel in the moment. You may feel a certain way about something, or feel like, oh my goodness, this is a humongous deal, this and that. But at the end of the day, if you step back, it's really not that big of a deal. Stay calm, don't freak out. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. And don't let it take you outside of your character and then you realize that, man, I reacted to this thing and it really wasn't even worth my time and my work. Yeah, so that was 1 through 25. The 25 things that I've learned in my 25 years. Again, my birthday was recently, and I'm just happy to have made it to 25 years. I have people I've went to school with and friends that didn't. You know, I feel like I'm living a pretty good life to be 25 years old. I feel about 35 half the time, but, you know, again, I enjoy being 25. I'm still young. I'm halfway up the hill, but still young. I still have a lot of learning and experiences and everything to go through, but I'm happy to be 25.